we had a little incident this fall. I'll show you the, I'm looking at it right now. It's a boo-boo. That's an owie. What are you doing?
Grinding.
I see that. Looks like you're making something here.
Fuel tank.
So you're building this over here. The mock-up. So that's going to be this?
Yep. It's going in the race trailer. Stevo's race trailer. For the generator.
So you got all your pieces cut out here or what?
Yep. Just to glue them together now.
Yeah. Some hot glue.
Yeah.
It's going pretty good, looks like. Well, it helps when you have a plan.
Little bit, yeah.
Did this help then, having this thing?
Oh,
yeah. Yeah? As long as
gets your picture in your mind.
Well, we'll see what it looks like when you get it together.
Yep.
Well, I came to the farm this morning. I forgot my hat. So, and my hat's kind of getting kind of dirty and nasty anyway. So I went and grabbed the new one. There. That's better. Just a reminder, if you guys are interested in this stuff, check it out and get some for yourself. We put the two semis in the shop last night. Ivan rinsed them off outside, got all the salt off them. They were absolutely horrible. And Dane finished this yesterday, this auxiliary fuel tank for Dad's race trailer for the generator. And turned out pretty nice. The guy does pretty good work. So there's your fuel and return and sight gauge. It's going to go there. Obviously your fill and then a vent. But only thing we got to do now is put some pressure to it and then spray it down with soapy water and it'll be good to go once we pressure test it. Well, let's see here. We got to run up to Salo and dump some Haugen, which is a fuel additive in the track hoe up there. So if, for some reason, if we don't use it again this fall, at least it'll have the additive in the fuel and I'll start it since it is pretty warm out right now. I mean, it's like in the mid-20s now that it's snowing. And I'll start that up and then let it circulate into the system so that way it's in there and ready to go for when we need it. Oh, so another thing. So Dad took the race trailer to Grand Forks and there's a guy down there that does wraps and stuff for him. But anyway, they had put some blue on the trailer. If you guys are interested in seeing some snowmobile racing and stuff like that coming up, check out the PDF page. That's always kind of fun just to click on and see what's going on, I guess. If you guys, maybe you're into it, maybe you're not, but it's ice oval racing. It's fast. Check it out. Let's see how many gallons will this guy treat. Oh, more than what I need, so it'll be good. We use this stuff in some of the equipment that before we put it away in case we need to start it when it gets a little cool out. It's better than like a alcohol-based product, so that's what we use. Come on with. Winter Wonderland today. Well, we're here. Don't worry, it's not as cold as it looks. In order to get the fuel cap off, I take that back. Oh, what the? There's ice or something. Oh, what? What? Oh, my goodness. Oh, oh, Nelly. See if I can't slip and break a hip. Oh, it's so cold. This is excessively more than what I need, but it ain't gonna hurt anything. This little Traco's got a 5.9 Cummins. Okay, we're gonna let it run for a little bit. Suck up that house into the fuel and she'll level out here in a minute. Okay. Yep, see, she leveled right out. Well, we're gonna let her run a little bit and then shut her down. The weather outside is taking a turn for the worst. We have ground blizzarding conditions. You can't really tell in the yard here too much, but once you get out on the road, you can't see nothing. I'll go to the end of the shop and see how far we can see here. Risking my life for you guys. Looks about a quarter mile there. The trees are stopping all the winds, so when you get out and about, you can't see nothing. And then we got a glaze of ice last night, so it's slippery on top of that. Right now we are, or the guys have been, Dane and Ivan have been pulling all this stuff apart, cleaning, and then re-shimming everything. Oh, what else we've been doing here? Oh, flip the chains. So the chains got flipped now. And then Ivan's been going through everything underneath, checking gearboxes on top. The gearboxes on top have a oil plug in them, so we're checking that. They'd all had fresh oil in it last year. It looks really good. A couple deck plates were kind of tweaked here a little bit, and then that kind of threw us off as far as when the stalks got wet. They kind of wanted to plug in that row for some reason, so gonna get that figured out. Another thing they're doing is all the gearboxes underneath here are getting inspected. A couple of them were low, but no leaks or nothing, so that's good. We're gonna pull the knives off, put new knives on, and new bolts and bushings. And same with this one. They're gonna start pulling this one apart, cleaning it all up. I don't think we have to flip chains on this one. We usually flip them every 2 years, or every other year they get flipped. So 2 seasons on the chain, and then it gets flipped. So that's kind of how we do that. Got a couple belts we're gonna replace on the 690, like this here. It's got a couple sliced splits in it, and the splits go all the way across, so we're gonna replace them. These here, these are fine. They just got a little fraying right here, so them are okay. We're not gonna worry about that. So a lot of work's been done to this machine last winter. We do have a couple small holes in the top of the hood, on top of the rotor, so we're gonna see if it's a wear issue, like if it's starting to wear out, which I don't think it is, or it's just something that come in there and poked the dang hole in it. But all these got replaced last year, so that's an hourly thing. I think Dad's combine, that 780, will need to have some of that done to it this year. We do have a slight leak coming from one of the coolers up here. We got to find that yet, see where that's coming from. Dad's has got a small leak, but it's coming from a valve body right here. Something right in here, it's leaking a little bit, you can see. There is a substantial amount of updates on these 780s versus the 680s. Well, this is 690, but same thing. The 6s versus the 7s. If you guys or somebody out there is kind of like looking at combine this year and think that, you know, maybe updating to an S series or something like that, go right past the 6s, get a 7. There are so many updates, so many things that are nicer on this machine than on the 6s. I mean, it's year 6 series is basically an old STS. There's nothing wrong with them, boys, but basically an STS combine with different plastic. So yeah, so there's a lot of updates on the 7 series that make it really, really, really nice. I know it looks a little overwhelming right here, but we have not had a single issue with anything on here. Oh, just to let you guys in on a little secret. So next week's video is going to have some neat stuff going on. We got company coming. I'm not going to say what they're doing, who they are, but they're coming. They're going to do some stuff to the 3RXs. So keep in tune for that. We got some neat stuff. I'll explain what they're doing in the next video and why we're doing it, stuff like that. So keep your eye out for that. I don't know if I should tell you guys. Dane's going to get mad at me, but you're going to see it anyway. We're not going to name any names here. But anyway, we had a little incident this fall. I'll show you the... I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so I don't know if you see that. It's a boo-boo. That's an owie. So, long story short, the grain cart and the combine got too close with the auger out, and we did a little something there, and then what happened is when the two connected, it broke some steel that the cylinder hooks to, and then the auger went past where it was supposed to. So that's what happened there. So we're going to get that fixed. It'll be like brand new when we're done. Just really don't know how we're going to do it. And then we got a new auger coming that we're going to put on. So something to see in the future. What are you looking for, Dane?
My marbles.
Did you lose them again? Not again.
Third time today. Or that little shop vac. Where did that go?
Hey, okay, so Dane, hold on, come here. Would you guys like if we did a live with Daner? Should we do a live with Daner? You let us know, and if we get enough people that say yes, let's do a live with Daner, we'll do a live with. You'll get to.
You don't want to bore the people.
You'll get to talk to him personally. So we got a lot of Daner fans out there. Oh, here's the 620 here. I don't know if I'll try to do it today yet. We did have a code coming up on the machine, a high pressure sensor or high pressure oil, hydraulic, something or other. So anyway, I'm gonna put him in, see if that solves the problem. Looks like we got some sort of hydraulic leak here. Well, other than that, that's about it. Oh, we got to pull this track off too one of these days. Got to get that thing sent off soon. Let's go see what Dane's doing. He's working on something over here on Dad's race trailer. Well, at least we're getting a lot of production out of this. We're doing the important stuff right now. There's Dane's fuel tank. Put that in there. It looks pretty good in there, Dane. So, little auxiliary fuel tank for the generator. Main tank, whatever.
Get it right. This is straight A professional stuff here.
Yeah, I see that. Get back to our scheduled programming with Tratters. Sensor. Right there. Says right on. Look. High pressure sensor.
It says fragile.
Fragile. Yeah. Fragile. Must be Italian.
Probably yes. If you look on there somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably made in Italy.
Okay.
China.
Put your head down there so I can.
It's made in China.
That's actually funny. Well, I can't see it, so it must not be there.
It don't need to get fixed, does it? It's so simple, Dane. All we gotta do, look at this. You thread this one out and you put the new one in and that's it. It's just you can't get to it. You probably gotta go up underneath. Okay, we gotta go underneath. Oh, there it is, Dane.
Huh?
Right there.
Right where?
I can see it. You can come right up through the bottom here.
Back further?
I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right
Not there.
there. No, you gotta reach around.
Do a reach around?
Yeah, you gotta reach around. Just, yeah, there it is. That's the one.
Okay, you can do that one. What the hell?
Uh-oh. I think that one's about ready to fall apart.
Which one?
That rubber there. Oh, another one there. Is your guys' soil in Iowa like abrasive? Like it'll rust stuff if it sits on it for too long, or what's the deal here? Why would that? I don't know why that would be. Unless it just got full of mud and stayed that way, but it's kind of weird. Oh, look at that. He's still smart. Where is it then?
Right there.
Oh, are we sure that's the right one?
Nope. That's the one you told me it was.
Well, that's the one they say on the thing. Oh, no, it's this one. Not that one.
Well, which one is it? They're gonna spew oil all over us.
Oh, I'm
Isn't it nice? You got
hold on.
stuff right
Should
in
we get a
there.
rag? Well, just so it doesn't have to run all over everything.
You go, yeah.
We talk to them a little bit.
I'm gonna talk to you. If we can fix John Deere's, we can fix your problems too. Here, we'll make a pocket. Lots of pressure. And go. Look at here. Let me show the people. See this? You get on here, and then see here, your wrench. The wrench hits right there, so you can't finish the job. But you can't get another bite. Isn't that just lovely? So then, there's cables in the way. And then you break it off. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're putting in a new belt. There's several, but I'll show you this one anyway. We're putting in this hydro drive belt here. You gotta get rid of this pump, unbolt the hub. There's a bolt there and a bolt there, then this whole assembly will slide off. We'll tie that up. I'm gonna take this tensioner loose, this belt tensioner, bring this down. And then there's a tin shield we gotta take off. Take that pump off, tie that up into the air, and then we can get this belt off. And he's seen better days, he's been around the block. That's the project for right now. Well, we got our belt on. I'm sorry I didn't have you in there the whole way, but kind of riding a struggle bus. But anyway, I got this new one in. And this new belt is real nice. I gotta tighten this pulley up, tighten that tensioner up. Pump put back on. Tighten the bolts. Going back through checking all my stuff. I put this guard back on. So, it's ready to go. Other than I'm gonna tighten this up quick. Well, lots more to do. But we gotta start somewhere. You all have a good weekend, you hear?
Well, hey there, guys. We're up in Salo right now. Gonna light these brush piles up that we piled up last year. There's an old tree line that never got cleared many years ago. And we got field on this side and we got field on this side. So we always had to go around it like a horseshoe. So that now this next year we'll be able to go right through here. I'm gonna get some diesel fuel. I had some in the service truck. As you can tell, these piles are pretty big. We knocked it all down and piled it up with a traco. Definitely not the most fastest way to do it, but definitely the cleanest. Well, getting her going. Today we're gonna run up to Salo this morning. We lit them piles up yesterday, so we're gonna take the traco and pull them piles together and try to get them to burn a little more. We do have some weather moving in today. I mean, they're talking like up to 6 inches of snow, so we'll see. But maybe some freezing rain and some snow. So let's get this job done before the weather changes. Well, here we are. Good old Salo. East Farm, we call it. Warm her up a bit and then we'll start piling stuff up. What we're doing here is we're gonna bring this around all the way around like this, like you're folding a piece of paper, and then it should fold up into where I've already pushed up. So we're just bringing these tops around and gonna fold them up and then put them up on the pile and take the rest of them roots there and get them up there before here shortly. Well, we got her piled up, it's burning. I came back and stirred the pile a little bit. And shouldn't be a heck of a lot there when that's done. That one down there. That one there is we're still working on trying to get him going. I'm gonna have to go down there. We're gonna go down there and see stir him up a little bit, try to get him going a little more. But I don't know if you can tell, but snow is starting to come down now. Well, we'll wrap this up here and head back to the shop. Well, we made it back to the shop. We're gonna get a few things moved around the shop here. Like I told you earlier, something neat going on with these. So I gotta get these moved around the shop and get them staged for some guys we got coming on Monday. Well, we got everything moved around here. I'm gonna get this girl cleaned up, get the other two cleaned up, and you'll see on next Sunday what we end up doing with them. So stay tuned for that. And thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We got a lot of viewers, but not a ton of you guys are subscribing. So hit the subscribe button. That helps us out with certain things that, you know, certain companies want to work with us, or we want to try new things, and then we can tell you how they work. So thanks for watching. See you next week.